Most people think a garage is just a place to park their car. A basement, that's where you throw old Christmas decorations and boxes you never open. But what if I told you that cold stained concrete floor is costing you thousands of dollars and hundreds of square feet of unusable space in your home?
Your One-Day Floor.
I'm Lee Baker, founder of Your1DayFloor. This story starts back in 2017 when I pursued my dream again of founding my very first company right out of high school. That company became Restoration with Design here in Ohio. For years, we specialized in helping companies rebuild their homes after fires and water damage. I've walked through thousands of homes, seen every kind of damage you can imagine, and helped families put their lives back together. But everywhere I went, I kept seeing the same problem that everybody was not talking about. I'd finish a beautiful kitchen after water damage and walk into their garage with oil stains covered the floor, cracks were spreading, and the whole space just felt like something that you would want to avoid. The homeowner would apologize for the mess, and they would say they never really used that space anyway. But I'm looking at 400, 500, sometimes 600 square feet of potential living space that was unused and just being completely wasted. Then something happened that changed everything. My wife and I went to a remodeling and deck expo, just looking for new ideas for our restoration business. That's where we discovered floor coating systems, not the cheap stuff that you buy at a hardware store, but real industrial grade coatings that could transform concrete completely. We saw demonstrations of polyurea polyaspartic coatings that were 4 times stronger than traditional epoxy. UV stable, so they wouldn't yellow. Chemical resistant, so oil stains couldn't penetrate. But here's the kicker, they could be installed in just one day. I looked at my wife and said, this is it. This is what every homeowner with concrete floors needs to see. We became an authorized dealer for Dayton and Cincinnati. That started as an addition to our restoration business, quickly became something much bigger. Because once the word got out that we could transform a garage floor in one day, the phone wouldn't stop ringing. But here's the thing, I wasn't gonna build this business the way everybody else was doing it. I'd seen too many contractors cut corners, use subcontractors they couldn't control, show up late, and leave a mess. That wasn't going to be us. I started building our first crew with people who shared the vision of quality and reliability. Mike was one of our first installers, and since joining, he's installed well over 1 million square feet of coatings. He's not just an installer, he's a veteran leader who has trained others, led teams, and helped shape the quality and reliability that define your one-day floor. Tommy joined us with experience as a second-generation installer. Having grown up on jobs working alongside his father, he was on site as a kid, learning the trade from the ground up, and following his father's footsteps made him one of our most experienced installers today. These weren't just workers, they were craftsmen who understood that every home deserves to feel complete. These guys didn't just learn how to apply coatings, they learned our standards, showing up on time every time. Treat every home like it's your own. Leave the space cleaner than you found it, and never ever compromise on quality. Our original team members are still with us today and have helped us build something special. We've grown from a small crew to 6 full-time installation teams. But every single person goes through the same training, the same background checks, the same commitment to excellence that we established from day one. Every morning, we start our team meetings and review the photos of all the projects completed from the day before. This gives us full accountability, making sure every step was followed according to our standards and nothing is overlooked. Once we confirm the quality of yesterday's work, we turn to focus on the jobs scheduled for today, going over each project, any special requirements, and making sure everyone knows exactly what's expected. Because when we're working in someone's home, there's no room for faulty workmanship, surprises, or miscommunication. This isn't how most companies in our industry operate. A lot of them use subcontractors because it's cheaper and easier, but they also can't control the quality the way we can. When a crew shows up at your house, I know they're going to be on time. I know they're going to be professional. And I know they're going to do the job right the first time. Because if they don't, it reflects on me, on our company, on everything we built over the years. In fact, we've become so good at what we do that other companies from out of state send their installers here to Ohio to be trained by our team. Think about that. Companies are paying to learn from us because our standards are that high. But this growth didn't happen overnight. It happened one satisfied customer at a time. Every transformed garage at a time. Every family at a time discovering that their home could be so much more than they thought possible. Because of what we learned over these years, your home is your greatest investment, and every square foot should add value to your home. That concrete floor isn't just a surface, it's potential waiting to be unlocked. We've seen families transform their garages into spaces where they actually want to spend time. Kids playing safely on floors that are easy to clean. Parents are finally using their basements as a family room instead of avoiding it. Homeowners who can walk barefoot to their car without worrying about cold, dirty concrete. That's why we started Your1DayFloor. Not just to apply coatings, but to help families get the most out of every space in their home. To turn these cold, avoided areas into places where life actually happens. But as we've grown, we've served more families across Southwest Ohio, Eastern Indiana, and Northern Kentucky. We've learned something important: the technical solution. The coating itself is just the beginning. The real challenge is understanding what families are going through when they call us and why they've been living with these problems for so long.
Your one-day floor.